Hello, and thank you for connecting with us today. I hope you still have that plan in front of you that you developed at the beginning of the year. Just know that it's not too late. We still have plenty of time left in 2020 for you to see that dream, that goal, that project come to pass. Listen, just as we've been talking about before, consistency is key. So I want to continue to encourage you, stay consistent, be encouraged, stay motivated. Do not give up. You're too far in to see you give up now. So don't be discouraged. So, as we've been talking the last several weeks on strategies that will help you stay the course in 2020, we are on strategy 3, which is seek solutions and not sympathy. The series that we've been talking about for the last several weeks is connected to the consultative services we provide through our sister company, ABC Resolve Consulting Agency. So we want to help you become a master problem solver. One of the important things in becoming this master problem solver, so we need to understand and identify what the difference is between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy is feelings of pity and sorrow for someone else's misfortune. We don't want that. We don't want to seek sympathy. We don't want to seek feelings of pity and sorrow as you're sharing with those in your support system a setback that happened as you pursued an action step towards your goal. Sympathy will set you up to dig a pit of negativity and indifference. This can cause more delay and make you feel stuck and ultimately cause stagnation. And that's not what we want. We want to keep going and move forward. So we are looking towards connecting with empathy. And with empathy, empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. This will help you become a master problem solver. So, as you're speaking and talking, as we'll talk a little bit more about some transformational keys, as you're seeking solutions and not sympathy, this is so important that as you are sharing and working with your support system, that you help them understand and share the feelings where you are, but in that sharing that they will understand to the point where you will be able to find solutions. And that's where we are. Remember, as I said, we're standing firm. So let's take a look at these transformational keys that we have today as you're seeking solutions and not sympathy. Our first transformational key is to acknowledge your feelings. It's so important that you have that time to reflect on how you're feeling, whether it's disappointment, frustration, whatever that feeling that you're having. Acknowledge that where you are. Once you acknowledge that, that will help you identify where that problem is. But we're not going to stay there. Identify, acknowledge where you are, and keep moving. You're going to give your power and your energy to the solutions as you're asking yourself, okay, what's next? As you're looking and acknowledging your feelings, say, what can I learn from this? Where should I make my adjustments? That's when the second transformational key is so important. This is when you pull on your support system to help you brainstorm when you look at the cause of the problem and your possible next steps. This is where your empathy falls into play. Remember, you're not you're not focusing on feelings of pity, and you're not looking for pity and sorrow as you're sharing. You're seeking understanding so your support system can help you brainstorm and look for solutions. Just as Naoto Kan said, If you are unable to understand the cause of a problem, it's impossible to solve. So we're looking to understand what caused the setback, why the action plan that you put in place, why that action step didn't go the way that you had intended. And the third, really important to understand that we have to remember what has worked. So we're not completely doing away with the action step. Okay, we're not completely doing away with it. We're looking to see what worked and what needs to be adjusted. What needs to be adjusted from that action step so we can use that same action step, which is your fourth transformational key. You're going to use that same action step, but you're going to have a different approach. So your different approaches, you'll have that same action step, but another way of thinking. That's where the key is, to change your way of thinking as you did that action step. Change your way of thinking so this time, same action step, different approach. Your thinking will change, and so will your result. Just as Albert Einstein said, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking that created them. So it's so important that we look at how we can approach that same action step differently. So for example, if you went to a bank looking for a loan for your business, you're looking and seeking expansion for your business, and the bank rejected your application. You asked them, so why did you reject my application? Clearly, they said, we would love to help you, but your application was incomplete. Didn't have an outline of what your finances would be for the next 5 years. They didn't have a clear understanding of what your purpose of your business is. So as you go home, you're thinking, okay, um, I want to keep this action step, want to request to get a loan, but where do I need to change my thinking? Where does my approach need to change? So as you pull on your support system, as they show you empathy and they help you understand the problem, and they help you come up with solutions, you come up with a whole nother approach. Whole nother approach. You have a PowerPoint presentation, you have your 5-year outline of your expenses and your budget, along with something to leave in the hands of the bank, of that financier. You have a brochure that explains your vision, your mission, and all those great, wonderful initiatives that you want to see happen in your business. So rest assured, you'll definitely be getting a positive phone call from the bank asking you to come back and get that loan, sign those papers. But just know that in that change, in that action step, we have to change our way of thinking. It's so important. I just wanted to emphasize that again. So even if it's not a business, you had a personal goal. You're in school and you're looking and trying to see, what do I need to do to graduate? You go to your advisor, ask your advisor, what are their graduation requirements? So your advisor hands you this paper and gives you a paper and a list of all the classes that you need to take, the courses that you need to take. Well, although those are the graduation requirements, there were still other things that you were asking, that you were looking for, because as you're working, you're doing all these other things you want to see. What kind of plan is in place for graduation? Do they help, with career goals? Are they going to help me find a job? Well, in that first session, all those questions that you had in your mind, that as they were ringing, you're like, wow, was I as prepared as I could have been for that appointment? Remember, same action step, different approach. So this time, as you go to your advisor, ask your advisor what my graduation requirements are. Now you have the questions prepared already, ready for you to have that conversation with your advisor, ready to have you have your checklist in place of elements that you think are important for you to successfully complete. your schooling, so you can graduate and graduate with honors. That's a way that, just some examples, just wanted to show you just some examples of ways that you can have the same approach, same action step, but different approach. Want to make sure, key is not seeking sympathy, changing your way of thinking, using that support system where you'll have an opportunity to acknowledge how you're feeling, sh- um, share where you are, and be able to brainstorm so you can come up with other solutions. So I just wanted to leave this with you today, which I thought was just so powerful when I saw this. Bob Proctor says there is no problem outside of you that is superior to the power within you. Remember, you have the power within you to problem solve and create a solution to whatever obstacle comes your way. As you continue to get going and keep going in 2020, know that there is no problem outside of you that is superior to the power within you. You can do this. If you are in need of any assistance, you're looking for, helping find other solutions as you're working on your project, looking to improve your business. You had some challenges with your business, looking for different ideas, brainstorming how you can increase your monetary goals in 2020. Whatever that may be, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We're here to help you. We're here to walk alongside you. Please contact us today. You can contact me, Andrea C. Scott, at 720-427-8901, or you can reach me at abceducationservices@gmail.com, and I'll make sure that the information, that the help that you'll need will get into the right hands. Please know that we are here to walk alongside you here at ABC Educational Services, along with our sister company, ABC Resolve Consulting Agency. Know that the world is anxiously awaiting for you. See that goal, that plan, that project come to pass in 2020. Listen, it's not impossible. You can do it. We believe in you, and you matter. Until next time.